Think we're good. Apologies in advance yesterday. The volume was a little too low. That's something I've been trying to work on for a while there. So hopefully we're not doing too bad today. Hopefully not too bad. So welcome to the P.V.O show. I'm your host, DLP the Prince. Um, Still working on trying to get the right timing for the podcast. It's really been a long time since we've gotten to get that opportunity to put the podcast out there. That was last year. Really had fun with it by myself, but hopefully this year we can make some changes to that. Um, Yesterday we was on here, and I'm really new to YouTube. I was on that other platform, and they was doing some things, so I thought I'd make some changes. Make a little switch up, organically see if people pop in. People pop in, they check us out. Um, Best thing about being here is, regardless of what happens, people can come and see the video later. It's YouTube. Everybody's always watching stuff on here. Um, so specifically talking about wrestling, um, regardless of what everybody watches, man, my entire week consists of me checking on what's going on in the wrestling world. I'm going into that with a different view of now because I don't know how a lot of other people out there feel about professional wrestling. But for some of you guys that are professional wrestling fans, like I said yesterday on the stream, we was just talking about just the journalism that's been going on. It's a sham. It's really the tactics and everything that go along with what these so-called guys that call themselves journalists are doing is just something that any of us could easily be doing as just fans, bothering these wrestlers. And honestly, I don't want to bother wrestlers anymore. I don't want to see any more people bothering them because this fan base is so fucking toxic, man. They're really shitty, to the point where people are getting death threats, and then we have taken things too far. You know, under no circumstances should a person in their profession be getting death threats just for what the hell they're doing with their lives. Just because you may not like where they're going, you may not like what decision they made, you don't have the right to call that person up and give them a death threat and threaten their family and threaten their livelihood. And that's what we have gone too far in this fandom. Our like wrestling fans, the fandom for wrestling now, it's just getting toxic and it's beautiful at the same time. All the people that still get to finally have that opportunity, you get to meet your favorite wrestler, man. It's a moment. I got to take a photo with Kofi. I'm always remember that shit. I got to take a photo with Kofi. And it was goofy. It was kind of quick because he was like, the way he took the photo was just like, it's hot, man. Like it's hot out here, but like he was in the shot, and I got to take that photo. It was cool, and I got to see a lot of people in one little setting. It only takes one good setting, and you can really meet a lot of people. Um, Got to see Charlotte Flair up close, Naomi, um, and that was back when she was the champion. This is how far back this was. This was a random house show that me and my buddies all went to, and we got lucky. We got fortunate. It was a good core set of the roster was right there, and they all came to this house show. Kevin Owens, AJ Styles, Xavier Woods. Trying to think, it was a good amount of people on that roster that we all got to see. And then you got the big guys. They were chilling in their they were chilling in their trailers, so they would they not coming out until it's time for them to come out. But we got to see like a whole bunch of people, man. It was a whole bunch of people I got to see, and then when I got to see the few shows of AEW when AEW first started, that first year, I went to like two or three Philly shows, and then I went to one Baltimore show, which was a pay per view, live as fuck. It was the first full gear that they had, and that full gear, it'll always be a memory, just because of every single match that was on that card. Oh shit! All right, let's see if we reconnected, man. If we back on, it's like I was saying. About Moxley and Kenny Omega, Kenny was coming out of his comfort zone. This is really like big for him. He's now on national television in a weekly setting. This guy is usually mostly prone to events. Did some ROH stuff here, but mostly was in Japan, and a lot of his stuff are big events. They're not a weekly episodic, show. And Kenny really, I want to say Kenny's like his transition into the weekly professional wrestling has been very good. Even with all the drama that happened right at the end with everything that's going on with All Out, all that drama. The only thing I want to say on that on record, really as a fan, truly is that like because of everybody involved, how important they are to AEW, how important they are to the moment of just like what AEW is. AEW is not only just like, like the new company, it's a breath of fresh air for wrestling. You now have another platform that gets to bring in revenue that gives people another job to have. So there's been so many people that have had this negative outlook on what AEW is. They can't stand Tony. Like he's like honestly, he's literally just what everybody else is. He's a fucking fan, but he just happens to be a billionaire. Like he literally just happens to be a kid, a guy that grew up that his dad's got, saying got businesses. And guess what? Now he gets to be involved, like by starting his own company. And like everybody is like coming up with all this other crap, like, well, like Vince was self-made. What does it matter? Focus on the saying the actual bigger picture here. Like we have options now as fans, and everybody can admit before Triple H took over, WWE was shooting themselves in the foot with their product, with their own product. You now have kids will have this mindset that professional wrestling has to have nothing but promos, constant promos, and then maybe if they're gonna have matches, they can be at the pay per view, but throughout the week just talk, and then maybe they can go ahead and wrestle at the pay per view. Like that's not no. Like you gotta have a formula to it, and no one's perfect, but you still gotta try to have something going on in there. And I'm gonna say something on record that is not gonna be liked by everybody. Everybody that's been tripping over Roman Reigns. This run of his, it's okay. I am not hype about his run at all, and here's my reason why. If you want Roman to be the guy, you want him to be the guy, you have to understand how that man came in and started out. When Roman started out, he started out in the Shield. They were strong, very strong. The Bloodline, on the other hand, on paper, everything looks strong. But the structure of what they've done, everybody that loves the storytelling and everything, you got to remember every single match this man has, there's got to be some form of interference. Somebody's got to come in and help. That's weak. That is not Roman. That's AJ Styles. That's Finn Balor. That's somebody else you put in to be the guy, but they got backup. So like my biggest problem with how they have everything set up is just the fact that he's got his family with him, but he needs his family with him all the time. You know what I mean? Like he always needs somebody. Like look at the last pay per view. Your last pay per view, you had a really good match set up right there. With him and Drew. and Drew couldn't pull it off. But at the same time, guess who showed up? Solo. Your cousin showed up to help you, and it's Roman, your guy. Everybody's bragging about like how tough Roman has been, but he always needs help. I understand that he's the heel, and he can be a strong ass heel without help. That's my problem. The presentation is not all the way there, and Triple H can only do so much. But still, it for everybody that's bragging about just Roman's run and how it's been so amazing. There's been so much yap talking. His so called run for the length of time that they've had him as champion. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. It could be better. Like you guys are you're happy about just like the tiniest the tiniest thing that you could ever be happy about. Like it's not enough to be proud of, And not everybody's run was great. Like Kenny's best bout machine, the belt collector. Certain people said that wasn't efficient as much. I want to say that run could have been better if instead of TNA being involved, New Japan had New Japan been involved with that belt collector run. You actually, I think that would have been more prestige for him, just because I view the New Japan belts higher than TNA's belts. Like Impact's belts are, they're saying that they are what they are. They are Impact, and Impact is great. It's a saying got a lot of really good people over there. I actually like I don't sleep on Impact. They have great stuff. They got great people that's there. They just need a real fucking fan base to be in front of. Like, I'm sorry, that little tiny ass setup that they have with those few people. Like, come on, you can do better than that. Like, the wrestlers that are there deserve to be in front of an actual crowd. So and I'm not expecting them to go sell out arenas. We know that a lot of people are not going to fuck with Impact on that level, but Impact deserves to get at least a showcase. They need money. Like they seriously need money. They need some people, somebody else out there with some money that wants to invest in the professional wrestling needs to like gobble up Impact and MLW. Put them bad boys together, and you now have a big three companies going up against each other for ratings and all of that good stuff. That's just good competition. That could be great. At this point where they are now with professional wrestling, man, there seriously needs to be some kind of union set up, maybe, and an understanding with each company head. And they need to do like a draft or something, man. There's a lot of talented like wrestlers out there that are on the independent circuit where you could have a real draft for wrestling. You can have a real draft. And if you don't want to do a draft, you can at least have a transfer system. I'm going to always talk about this. The transfer system, like they have in football, all the leagues around the world, their agents can be contacted and they can be transferred over from Spain, Brazil, you know, United Kingdom. They can be sent over from Germany, wherever, somewhere in Africa. Some dynamo might be out there. Some young kid, 16 years old, is going to be a sensation somewhere. It happens all the time. There's talented kids everywhere. The same thing goes for wrestling. There's talented professional wrestlers everywhere. At this point now, where everybody wants to find that next big buzz, there should definitely be some kind of cooperation with each company on that platform for, all right, let's find a way to like get this to work. We have a guy that's been here for 20 years and they want to end out their career on the right way. So let's transfer them to your company and we'll take some people for him because he's worth a lot. He's gonna give you guys, saying some views. Like Tony right now is looking at, all right, who can I bring in that's going to watch? And everybody can admit when CM Punk showed up, that made the world watch. The world was like, okay, what's CM Punk gonna do when he gets there? Is he, saying, what's he gonna do? Everybody had their eyes on him. You know, CM Punk showed up. You know, he started wrestling. People were watching. Same thing goes for Bryan Danielson. He shows up and he came in and he just started wrestling. Like he was like, I'm here to wrestle. Let's get this shit going. I want to wrestle everybody. Give me whoever you got. I'm gonna wrestle him. That man is the god of pro wrestling right now. Bryan Danielson can do no wrong. Chris Jericho, like all these guys, just amazing. But professional wrestling could really utilize something like a transfer system so that all companies could find a way to not have to do any kind of tampering. You won't have to do any contract tampering because, like, look, all right, I can just contact your agent, your manager, and we can get this ball rolling professionally. I can contact your agent. That agent is going to contact your boss, and now we're going to get the ball rolling because I want you on my show next Monday. So whatever it's going to cost, I'm going to pay. That's the way it needs to be. It needs to change. That mindset needs to change for professional wrestling, just like that, so that guys don't have to do shitty tactics. You know, there's some things that could be fixed. That could really be fixed, but all it takes is somebody that actually wants to do it. And that'll be the tough part because Tony and Triple H apparently are not getting along because there's been talk about tampering where some, Triple H already contacted some of his former guys and was like, hey, you guys want to come back. But then again, maybe that shit is not all the way true. I don't know. I don't trust any of these so-called wrestling journalists no more. I don't trust them. They're the shit that they bring up is not 100%. It's never factual, and all it does is it just causes a lot of turmoil and strife with the wrestlers that are actually trying to get some shit done. Some of them are not happy and want to find a different way. And to go on record and say something about as far as like wrestlers not being happy, if you are now making a habit of everywhere you go you're not happy, then it's no longer a them thing. It'll end up just being a you thing, where it's not, you're not getting the pushes that you want. You're not patient, because I do understand there's levels to this and there's a waiting game that has to be played. I have to say, as a fan of Brian Cage, this waiting sucks. But maybe there's a bigger picture that Tony has in plan where maybe he really, really wants ROH to have something, and then Brian Cage can be the big guy for ROH. But who the hell knows? Like, that's the problem. Like, who the fuck knows? I just want the guy to be wrestling, and those guys, they all want to wrestle. They all want to have that big spotlight, and there may be already plans to have this person in the spotlight. Hell, John Moxley's not even supposed to be the champion right now. CM Punk is. And with all the drama that happened, John Moxley's the champ again. A 3-time champ at that. So, that man is the heart and soul of AEW. That man is definitely giving his blood, sweat, and tears to that company already in such a short term.
Hey everyone, feels great to have you back. So then, did y'all hear about that Arasaka aircraft carrier docked in Night City called Kujira or
I don't know.
Whale?
I try not. I don't. I just don't want to
Apparently, the
focus
cool
on
spirit it was
negativity
safe
anymore
in
when it
Japanese
comes to
waters.
professional wrestling, and
Afraid
just
some
really
local
enjoy it.
fishermen might
You know,
harpoon it
Triple
for
H
scientific research.
has done a
But
fantastic
honestly,
job
it's
with
my
his
power
takeover.
move. Wonder what new
Basically,
takeover
it's funny that I
like.
say takeover
Maybe
because you're
Myers
gonna
will fly
get
a Rust Bucket B-17
takeover.
flying fortress
NXT
over
takeovers
Arasaka
are
HQ.
basically what the new pay-per-views are about to be. Really,
Man, that is insensitive. I am so sorry. Where are my manners? President Myers. I mean, of
like,
course.
not
You
everything is
gotta
perfect,
respect
but
the
you're gonna
office.
see such a huge improvement with their product.
Anywho.
But I want to say something that if you're a fan of WWE, but you never really realized this, WWE does not need to fight for ratings. The only thing that they need to do is just go back to wrestling, and they'll get every damn thing they've ever wanted. You understand what I'm saying? All they have to do is literally get back to wrestling, and they'll have everything they've ever wanted. They'll get everything they've always wanted. What the hell was that one for? Speaking of this game here, I actually had the. Let's see something. I think somebody is doing some shit out here. I'm gonna go up here. Is it up here? I won't say it is. I do. Oh, mother. I am an idiot. I am such an idiot. I got rid of my fucking. God damn it. Alright. I'm an idiot. Fucking man, that I got rid of my goddamn sniper rifle. Like a damn idiot. But I'm actually glad we was able to get through that. Take it all. Take it all. A little baseball bat. Dude, why they say it was a hostile? Good. So my meat is actually not that far from Jackie. This game. So I was one of the lucky people to actually play this game when it first came out. Played it. Minor, very extremely minor problems I had with this game. You know, and then I beat it. But I seen everybody else that had a console just had the worst time with it, man. And I gotta say, I was one of those people back in the day that really was just like, um, I was always, you know, like just repping Sony, you know, and like now I got a PC and it's just like, it's hard to just say that, you know, one console's better than the other and all this other crap. Like it just sounds stupid. I'm glad I got away from that. And once you own a PC, man, it's like, Jesus Christ. You know, modding and just everything that goes with it, just the billions of games that come out, Steam, shit, like.
Ah, there you are.
Pick up. Damn, I need to. Yeah, I do got side jobs. Fuck, I didn't. Do that first. Like, I feel like an idiot. Like, I'm not doing anything else. So, you go there. Like, I'm trying to be smart about this time. Since I've already beaten the game before, I want to rack up some money and actually go buy some shit. Like, I finished the game in the like the weirdest way. Like, I didn't have shit. You know, I had a stupid ass katana and I was just like, fuck it, let's go. Let's just kill everything in front of me. You know, some like other people had like special blades and all this other shit. I'm not trying to find that, but I know. Okay, I need to like not do that. If only Cyberpunk and what the hell's the name of that goddamn game? Watch Dogs Legion could like have a baby. Be the best game ever. Yeah.
Report number 48. Just check. 48.
I'm such an idiot. I literally did not walk up to this thing to do it. Hey, idiot. Hell. God damn it. That's my fault. I did that on purpose. What is going on with me? Like I just can't get it. Darling. Is it gonna kill me now? Oh, I'm an idiot. Y'all saw that, right? Like, I'm an idiot. I'm just a dumbass. I am just a dumbass. There we go. So, I owe him fucking money. I owe him $21,000. Jesus Christ. That's the. Like, I feel dumb for that one that I bought. Just looking out, it's not fucking worth anything, man. I'm like, goddamn. Hmm. Hmm. Parkour. Hmm. Yeah, Extreme Rules actually looks like it's gonna be, saying gonna be real fun. Um, I'm loving the simplicity they've been adding to those matches too.
Hiya, por fin. Let me hear what you squared away.
Been waiting long?
Mi madre always said,
T-Bug show any sign of life? You two talk?
she's up to date. They're familiar.
So, Dex already paid the Maelstromers for the Corpo bot. Thing is, can't be sure the Gangoons are still willing to hand it over.
He paid up front? Híjole. Well, whatever. Let's go get this tech. You scheme yet? You got a plan?
Militech and me, we found some common ground. They're footing the bill for the bot.
There's a lot of scratch to toss away.
Forget it, Jack. It'll be like we never had it in the first place. Anyway, who knows how this deal's gonna shake out.
So, into the Borg Beast Den?
Let's go see these bastards.
All right, let's knock on their door. See if they even open up. I hate these Borg fuckers. This had to be them.
Just a gang like any other, right?
Now take the Valentinos. They follow God and the Santa Madre. Honor means something to them. You know what they want, how they get it, and what pisses them the fuck off. With Maelstrom, you just... V, what you waiting for?
City tingling with desire. Watson. New episodes Wednesday at 10. Only on WNS. Synthetic meat, you're in for a treat. Try ours today.
V, what you waiting for?
Don't know you.
Wanna talk to Royce? Dex sent us.
Main room. We've been waiting.
Cozy place. Could use a few plants, though. Oh, yeah. They look damn well prepared.
Don't
Don't think I've ever seen security like this in a chow factory.
Gear from the Jack convoy. Gotta be. Must have been all over it like maggots on dead meat. Hey, what was in there?
A Militech truck.
But those cabrones only swiped a couple crates. Not a whole fucking semi.
That's Militech, all right.
Psycho boards chromed out with military-grade hardware worth millions. This should be fun.
Anti-personnel mine. Directional shrapnel spitter. My favorite.
Subtle. Stay cool. They're just trying to spook us. All right, keep chill, B. Remember, we're on their turf.
So what do you want?
Here to see Royce. We got biz to transact.
Mr. Royce is busy just now. You'll deal with me.
You got a bot. Model MT0D12. Called the Flathead.
And? The hell you care?
Guy I represent already paid Brick for it. I'm just here for the pickup. I can talk direct to Royce if necessary.
Nah, you talk to me. Name's Dum Dum. Now couch. Planet. Well, shit. Goes for you too.
I'll stand.
This so fucking hard? Fucking ass on the fucking couch!
Make me.
Thought you'd never ask. Sit your ass down for a planet bullet in your
Jesus,
skin.
Jack, what gives?
Primerito, I don't like this guy's tone. Segundo, sitting on your ass makes you an easy target.
Sit your ass down for a planet
Jack.
bullet in your skin.
Sit down.
This ain't gonna end well, but... Shit.
Well, all right. Come on. Gotta lighten up. Take a hit.
What you blowing?
Esquive. Pure as baby powder.
Black lace. Tough to get your hands on. Gotta have a good source.
What's it do?
Ups dwarfs and adrenaline to the point you feel no pain. Trip's so intense it verges on psychosis. Corps fed it to their fighting legions during the Corp Wars.
Cyber psychos pop the tabs like candy. Vaporizing it mellows the burn without killing any of the effect. Come on, give it a whirl. Better? Now we can talk. Here we go. A Flathead. Model MT0D12.
Militech's not gonna come looking for it.
Fuck them. They can hop around and try. We'll remove the serial number and lifted access locks using our soft. Once it's yours, it's yours.
Need to see it.
Suit yourself. Fucking tricked out this thing. Dynamic thermal optic camo armor. Full cognitive immersion with a Raven controller. Pimped out prototype actuators made of titanium, vanadium, Kevlar composite. And watch this. Fully integrated link too, so when the spider starts crawling up walls dangling from ceilings.
Could lose your lunch.
So what you think?
It'll have to do.
Look at that. Picky little fucker. Let's see your cred.
Brick got it. It's all paid out.
Brick got it. Huh. I don't see any fucking brick around here, do you?
Fuck Brick then. Let's cut a new deal.
Ha! Now that's good business sense. Alright, you want the flathead? I better see some eddies.
Relax. Got him right here.
Just like that! Without batting a fucking eye!
Want it or not, I got places to be.
You know, you never did say who sent you. Never did say who you're working for.
Dexter Deshawn. That's who.
Dexter Deshawn. The lord ass who punching animal fucked half of Pacifica? He ain't dead.
No, he's alive, well, and kicking. And he sends his regards.
So, gonna consider my offer now?
I don't
Prez
wait.
on this.
Hey, Flathead's good gear. It'll do the trick for you, whatever the trick is.
Shit! Shit, shit, shit! Chip's got a vector! They're breaking in! Zero! I want it!
Unload on him, B! Cut loose! Yeah! Fuerte, cabrón! Fight that gun! Mierda. Cut off.
Virus must have tripped a security protocol.
Grab the gear. Bot and control shard. Quick! Gotta find him.
Got the set. Bot and controller.
Then let's go. Quicker the better. Let's get out of here. Dying for some fresh air. Ay, huele feo this beat. Ah, I could taste it.
It's a production line. Plus, I thought you loved meat.
Really no other way. Oh, good. Let's move it. Let's go. Vámonos.